with me, and you'll know love. Come with me forevermore. Previously on Castle Rock. The bell tolls for love and darkness.
In the shadowed town of Castle Rock, something ancient stirs. Sarah arrives seeking sanctuary in a place humming with old secrets and deceptively friendly faces. Jesse and Kyle welcome her warmly, but their peace shatters when the cathedral bell rings, impossibly, for the first time in decades, awakening something that has slumbered beneath the stone for centuries. As the trio settles, Sarah, Jesse and Kyle find the boundaries between reality and dream beginning to blur. The veil shifts, wind chimes sing without wind. Every laugh, every story Sarah shares, especially about Jesse's raven tattoo, seems to draw the attention of something beneath the surface. Kyle ignores the shifting walls and creeping discomfort with jokes, but Jesse feels a change. He understands what others deny. There is something waiting beyond the glass, beyond the veil that separates the past from the present. Below the cathedral, Damien dreams. An immortal vampire's voice, deep as midnight, echoes through the stone. He is no longer the only one shaping the hidden heart of Castle Rock. There is another now, someone who watches, someone who waits.
Warnings and shadows.
Before heading to Myra's diner, Sarah receives cryptic warnings about dreams, visions, and the haunting pressure that grows within her. Alone with her diary, she writes as if something, was listening. Shadows move beyond glass. The past bleeds into reality. The town isn't just watching her, it's waiting. Then comes the emergence of the one who waits, the other. Once Damien's brother, now simply called the traitor. A presence older than names, a being known only as a figure in the pale coat. The antagonist who has been observing Sarah since her arrival on Wednesday, August 17. This force reveals itself. It is the first. It is a sin. Through the raven mark, Jesse's mark, the veil grows impossibly thin. The town has called forth something that refuses to let Sarah go, that will never sleep, that knows her deep. Mira wants her, Jesse wants her, he's older than names. But Sarah, drawn by forces she doesn't understand, reaches out anyway, sharing her experiences through a message to Jesse that might be far more dangerous than it seems.
Dreams cast in flame.
What follows is a descent into surreal terror. The visions intensify. Ink appears between silence, written words that seem to come from nowhere and everywhere. Damien, the immortal vampire beneath the cathedral, is watching, waiting, protecting her in his own way, even while he is cursed and remains asleep in his coffin. But there are forces far older than even Damien. Mira's warning grew urgent. There is something else. His shadow follows, a darkness that moves through Castle Rock like a living thing. The night itself seems to rewrite Sarah, to reshape her from the inside out.
Threads of memory and consequence.
As the series unfolds, the true nature of the town's curse reveals itself. Sarah is not randomly chosen. Her arrival has triggered a cascade of supernatural events rooted in centuries-old secrets. Through 3 interconnected dreams, Hall of Velvet Ashes, The Dream He Keeps, and Even If They Chain the Stars, Sarah glimpses a truth that runs deeper than mortality itself. Damien showed her the flame door, a memory buried, a memory showing her the last cycle in which she was his love, his flame. But his brother, he interfered and shattered the moment she was supposed to turn into Damien's equal. She died that night, and it was the last time he held her in his arms. Until now, 100 years later, and her flame returns to restart the cycle, turning it into the 6th remembrance. The world begins to remember her, even as she forgets the dream upon waking. Her name echoes through Castle Rock, not as a stranger, but as a memory. Jesse confronts the reality of what they've awakened. Kyle finally sees what he's been ignoring. Even Mira becomes a crucial messenger, warning that more that this town tells is at stake. Every action has had consequences. Every choice leads to a final reckoning.
What the town kept buried.
In episode 20, everything converges. Mira reveals to Sarah that even though she doesn't remember the dream, her body does, written into her very being through the way she sits, the tension in her shoulders, the twitch of her fingers. While Mira and Sarah exchange these revelations, Kyle listens, hearing truths that will reshape everything he thought he knew about love, loyalty, and the price of immortality. The cathedral bell tolls, the pale-coated figure waits. Jesse's graven mark glows with ancient power. In Castle Rock, a town that kept its darkest secret buried for centuries, everything is about to be unearthed. What began as Sarah's quiet arrival, her first day in town, has become a symphony of gothic horror, impossible love, and supernatural reckoning. The bell tolls again, then again, and again.
What will you step into when you join the journey? An experience that you can help to shape.
Castle Rock is an interactive saga, told in an episodic presentation, and each episode builds on the ones before. From the very first episode, I kept connections ongoing, scattering clues throughout the entire series like broken mirror shards, and only those who are dedicated enough to follow the journey from beginning to end will unearth those shards and put the big picture back together. In our Castle Rock Club video, you, the Flames, can interact with each character. Each one of you has 2 video credits that you can use to shape the story going forward. Some even manage to become new locals and are now part of the ongoing saga.
Come with me, and we know love. Come with me, and we know love. Forever.